Okay, you guys can hear me. Uh, how we doing, everybody? Everyone's okay? I'm actually really tired. I'll be honest with you. I am certainly and sincerely burning the candle at both ends, but that's okay. You know what? I'm willing to do that because the time is of the essence. Thank you, Hippie Ja. I and I absolutely. Um, Things are moving so fast, people can't even focus on what's happening here. And you guys and girls probably know about this apparent deal, the signed deal between Ukraine and the United States for minerals. And I am going to expose this all for exactly what it is. It is not what it appears to be, just as nothing is in this environment. It's this devilism, people, to the highest freaking order. I think we're pretty much on the same page. But look, man, understanding that and cloaking ourselves with the power of truth and light, we're freaking invincible. I think we're on the same page with all that. So I'm going to break that down for you with regard to what's really going on with Ukraine. We're still waiting for a Licknuts deal. It's incredible. It's still hidden, shrouded in mystery. It's a done deal, but we're still waiting for it. But at least we got this deal. President Trump is very happy about it. Um, and I'm going to tell you exactly what's going on that you're not being told. It seems like, let me tell you the truth. Nobody was told that the United States, you, were going to be funding more war on the back of this deal, nor were you told that you were going to be rebuilding Ukraine. That's exactly what the announcement was today from the U.S. Treasury. But we'll talk more about that. So let's go over some market stuff and some headlines, which are very sad. One of them especially, but I'll show you in a second. We got 10-year yield a little higher. Okay. We're still hovering in a zone, but higher nonetheless. Arthur, thank you. I appreciate that. Now look at this. The dollar bumped above 100 with the Dixie. It's not going to hold. We know the Fed wants a weaker dollar. We know President Trump is screaming from rooftops for a weaker dollar. We know we're getting lower rates. It's not going to hold. That's okay. With regard to the stock market, the Dow and the S&P, really not too thrilled. The NASDAQ put on some gains because tech earnings coming in pretty good, or at least what they're letting us know about. Alan, how are you? Gold got hit pretty good, but this is fine. The run-up that we've had as of late, it's been freaking epic, guys. Epic, guys and girls, of course. We have a few lionesses here. Love them. And crude oil higher. Okay, it's $59. It's not going to last. Believe me on this. Bitcoin, cryptos, pretty much higher across the board. Remember, we're being made the crypto capital of the world, not the constitutional money capital of the world. U.S. manufacturing is swirling into the toilet. And this is no secret to you. In contraction now, deeper in contraction. Let me read this to you. So American manufacturers are slumping again. Slumping isn't even the word here. The manufacturing index of the Institute for Supply Management slipped to a 5-month low of 48.7. What does that mean? Any reading below 50 means it's contracting. And that's why the trade deficit just hyper ballooned, which is a part of it. Another part of it was people loading up on goods now before the tariffs really hit you. So manufacturing is dead. It's freaking buried. You know what? Let me put this over here. Now, McDonald's is kind of a bellwether here. How do you like this one? McDonald's reports largest U.S. same-store sales decline since the scamdemic. You heard that right. Since the scamdemic. Who was president during the scamdemic as well? Oh, yes, it's the same one we have now. Warp speed. Make sure you get vaxxed. Although I don't mandate it, but I think you should get it anyway. This is a tale. Now, this is what bothers me. This right here, this is all what it is. But right here, and this is not a surprise, but this is exactly what you and I said was going to happen. And I hate to see this. I hate to see this. Consumers are, let me read this to you, please. Consumers are heavily, it's hard for me to read backwards. Consumers are heavily relying on credit, according to MasterCard. MasterCard, they have your best interest in mind. MasterCard reporting a 9% boost in earnings as consumers are becoming, are you ready for it, more reliant on credit. People, look, this is exactly what we said was going to happen. People can't survive, and they're doing everything they can, hoping that something is going to change. How can it change when we have a president calling for a weaker dollar, which is exactly what the Fed wants to do? When we have a president calling for lower rates, which is exactly what the Fed wants to fulfill their goal. So these people are borrowing beyond their eyeballs, and of course, defaults across the board. So anyway, U.S. consumers are feeling the pinch. This is Market Watch, not Greg Mannarino. U.S. consumers, and probably you guys and girls too, are feeling the pinch from rising prices, with a recent poll showing consumers are much more reliant on credit than just a year ago. Again, no surprise. You and I have been way, way, way ahead of the curve on this. It's a terrible thing to see, but this is not going to stop. The mechanism, the squeezing of the economy, the squeezing of we, the people, the middle class, into oblivion as the Lutnicks and the Bessents and the Musks and the Trumps get really wealthy off of all this. Well, where does that wealth come from? You, right out of the economy, right out of entrepreneurship. It gets sucked right out. Yeah, Lava, I heard, is traveling today. I did not talk to Lava, but I did an interview with Atlantic Underground, Chris. I'll send a link to you guys about that. It was a great interview. Anyway, look, so we all know about this U.S.-Ukraine mineral deal, what we know. This here was the New York Times, and this is what the New York Times initially said, because when this came out, there was no data. In fact, I was searching everywhere until we got the announcement from the U.S. Treasury. So let's talk about this. So this was before anyone knew what was going on. So U.S.-Ukraine mineral deal, what we know. Ukraine signed a deal giving the United States control over a share of its future revenue from natural resources, a long-awaited agreement that Kiev hopes will clear the way for continued United States support. And United States support they're going to get. So Ukraine mineral deal signed. The U.S. will now invest in Ukraine's defense and reconstruction. Let me break this down for you real quick, because I'm telling you right now, again, we were not told that we were going to be funding more war. We were not told that we were going to rebuild the nation after Russia finishes blasting it into rubble. We were not told any of this. But of course, who pays this? Because let me explain this to you. If you believe for a second that the share of the minerals that we're getting here in revenue, think about what I'm trying to say. We're going to get a share of the revenues from these minerals. Do you think that's going to be enough to fund the war over there, the ongoing war, or rebuild Ukraine after? Do you really believe this? There's no way a single one of you believes that. So where's this cash come from? The Federal Reserve. You, right on your back. Debts and deficits are going to balloon even faster. But it gets way worse than that. This is not what it appears to be. This is a breakdown. Another deal with the devil. This is in your inbox, okay? And I actually defend President Trump. Yes, I do. For those of you that don't believe it. Let's talk about my defense of President Trump first. This isn't just Trump. This is the last segment of the deal with the devil. Biden pushed it. Trump now embraces it. Both sides of the same fiat-fueled, Fed-backed global cartel. No one is fighting for the American people. They're all fighting for the new digital empire. They'll use our dollars created out of nothing to rebuild a nation that will soon be fully controlled test lab for central bank digital currencies, biometric IDs, and global corporate feudalism. Does that sound about right? Yes, it does, because you know why? It is right. People know the truth when they hear it. So let's cut through this. Let's go through the nonsense. Clemente, thank you. S&P downgrade, that we've been hearing them. Moody's and Standard & Poor's were already threatening to downgrade U.S. debt. When it happens, we'll see. But anyway, guys, listen. This is in your inbox. All right. I want you guys to read through this. I'm going to ask you guys to share it. Obviously, share this video. Rhonda, thank you. Thank all of you who support my work. You all know that I asked you to do that on the first of every month. I so appreciate it. Just $5. So few of you actually do it. It's a couple hundred, and that's fine. And you guys, you're my base. I love you. I love all of you. But if you can, I'd appreciate that. But thank you so much for supporting my work. Anyway, guys, listen, I'm going to read this to you, and I'm going to do what I usually do, and I'm going to try not to blow my stack off. It's not easy. Ukraine, another deal with the devil. According to the statement from the U.S. Treasury, this was made after the deal was signed. The New York Times did a little what we know, which was nothing. I couldn't find anything. All of a sudden, we get a statement here from the Treasury. Now, what I'm going to read to you is the exact statement, word for word, from the Treasury. Are you ready for it? According to this statement from the U.S. Treasury today, this afternoon, the newly created, listen to how this is worded, U.S.-Ukraine Reconstruction Investment Fund. It's called you can't make this up, U.S.-Ukraine Reconstruction Investment Fund. Were you consulted in this? Did you get to vote for it at all? Because I don't know how many of you would have actually voted for this, but let's break this down and let me know at the end if this is something you want. So the U.S.-Ukraine Reconstruction Investment Fund recognizes, this is a quote from the U.S. Treasury, significant financial and material support. So the United States, you are going to now provide significant financial and material support. The deal aims, this is a quote, to provide an economic incentive for the United States to continue to invest in Ukraine's defense, more war, and reconstruction. I thought this war was supposed to end on day one. Now we're financing it. And not just that, we're going to help pay to rebuild the nation. What's really going on here? Is this what you were expecting? That this deal would include economic incentive for the U.S. to contribute to invest in Ukraine's war and its reconstruction? You did want that, correct? Oh, I thought you wanted the war to end. I thought that's what Trump promised. Okay, let's move forward here. This is what's really going on. Ukraine's mineral deal equals the perfect cover for empire expansion, but that's not even the worst. Let's go forward. What they will say, we're helping Ukraine rebuild. You're paying for it. They're not paying for it. There's no way on this earth that the fraction, whatever it may be, the percentage of revenue from minerals is going to pay for the war or the rebuilding. The Fed right now, let me tell you what they're doing in the halls of the Federal Reserve. They're doing cartwheels, backflips, and they're spraying their underwear all over the place. They probably made 10 runs to the bathroom to rub one off, okay? Because this is exactly what the central bank, in this case, the Fed, wants to see. Thank you. I appreciate that. No, they're going to still attack. This is a lie. It's all going to keep going on. Let me read to you what's actually happening over here. So we're helping Ukraine rebuild. We're investing in peace. We're securing rare earth metals for national security. You've already been told that one. All right. Now, what's really happening? We're funding war, prolonged suffering, looting the nation here and the earth, and writing checks with money we don't have or cash that we don't have. I break this down into 4 segments here. Let me read them through. I'll read them right now. Number 1, rare earth strategic excuse. Lithium, titanium, graphite, neodymium. Ukraine is loaded with minerals vital to AI, EVs, and you're not going to be surprised about this one, weapon systems. This isn't about freedom. It's about resource control, pure colonialism in 2025 clothing. The minerals will be extracted. Do you think there's going to be contracts? Larry, thank you. So these minerals that are going to be extracted in Ukraine, do you think there's going to be free contracts? Honestly, of course not. They're going to go no bid, meaning they're going to be offered. Well, hold that thought, because I outlined it for you right here. So This isn't about freedom, it's about resource control. All right. The minerals will be extracted by defense contractors and elite tied corporations, not for the benefit of we the people. Reconstruction equal globalist welfare. Reconstruction that now we've committed to equal globalist welfare. Rebuilding Ukraine means massive, no bid contracts for US based multinationals, BlackRock, Halliburton, these kind of firms here, the State Department, connected other organizations who will make billions, hundreds of billions, another money laundering scheme. We pay for it with debt, with inflation, with the destruction of our own middle class. We're dead. Ongoing war funding, proxy graveyard. Number 3, the mineral deal justifies continued U.S. defense aid to Ukraine. In other words, more war, not less. This was a smokescreen. You were lied to. Admit it. Trump lied to you again. The man cannot tell you the truth. You know why he can't? Because it's not his words. He's a puppet. He's having his strings pulled. And I want to say something else here. People send me these videos all the time, and I'll be honest with you, I don't even want to see them. But with Trump mixing words, he can't put sentences together. This kind of the stuff we saw Biden do. Biden was legitimately suffering from age-related mental facility decline, not Trump. Trump is getting his words mixed up because, again, he's going off script. Can't go off script. Must read the script. Why do you think, again, whenever they talk and he speaks perfectly, teleprompter, 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 but soon as that teleprompter's not there, his brain kind of reverts to, hold on a minute, what was the script? That's what's going on. That's actually, Trump is not losing his mind, in my opinion. He's not losing his marbles. He's not suffering from dementia, because I know there's a lot of YouTubers pushing that agenda. Me, I know the facts. The man is told to follow a script. When he goes off script, he gets confused. That's what's happening. Anyway, ongoing war funding, again, graveyard, proxy. The mineral deal continued U.S. defense aid, in other words, more war, not less. It ensures long-term, open-ended conflict that drains our economy and fuels the military-industrial complex. Now, I went on to say, again, this isn't just Trump's fault. It's the whole machine. Biden pushed it. Trump now embraces it. But does Trump really embrace it? Or is Trump being told what he must do? That's my take on it, people. This is a puppet show. This is a clown show. Right, Jeff? Thank you. Can we all agree on that? Come on, guys. Do you really think? Do you not see this? You guys and girls, I know you can see this. This is just another deal with the devil. Billions of dollars are going to be created out of nothing because there is no way on this earth. How many of you actually believed that whatever share of profit we're going to get from these minerals is going to be enough to pay for an ongoing war and to rebuild Ukraine? Not a single one of you believes that. It's impossible that one of my lions believes that. You don't. There's no way, because you know it's all fake. It's all fake. Now, this is in your inbox. I put out a bunch of things for you today. Check your inbox if you subscribe to my newsletter. I hope you do. I did an entire breakdown and I exposed the whole stablecoin scam that they're trying to pull on us right now, which is just another pathway to central bank digital currencies. The whole Hamilton project thing, I exposed it all. And let me tell you something else. I got more stuff I'm putting together for you guys and girls. Count on it. You just wait till you see. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. Zoran, wait till you see. Go to my newsletter and read what I put together for you. I outline all of it, what's actually going on and why. I'm not afraid to say these things. I really am not. I know that a lot of people probably are, even with this. How many people broke this down for you like that? Nobody. You're going to hear how great this deal is. President Trump is already touting this as absolutely fantastic. Of course it's fantastic. It's fantastic for the globalists. It's fantastic for Halliburton and BlackRock and all these corporations. And fantastic for the Federal Reserve. Jim, thank you. Irie, right back out you. That's who it's fantastic for. Not for you. Absolutely not. But that's what you're going to be told and sold, yet another plethora of lies. You surprised? I don't think so. I don't think so at all. Anyway, guys, listen. So all this stuff, It's just, of everything we spoke about, this is the worst. But this is what bothers me more than anything else. No, not this one. American manufacturers are cratering. Nothing new. This one. Consumers are heavily relying on credit according to MasterCard. People, again, but they're proud. MasterCard is reporting a 9% boost in earnings, and they love that. The fat cats are loving it, but at the cost of what? What at the cost of selling their souls so they can watch people suffer and walk through the streets like zombies? Really? Jonathan, are we on the same page? I know you are. It's crazy. You're 100% right. Thank you. Anyway, guys, man, it's too much. It's too much. What we're seeing here is absolutely out of control. Anyway, I didn't even know you can do that. You can use AI to translate videos. I have no clue on how to do that. I am a very simple guy with this kind of stuff, guys. Oh man, I look like a disaster. Anyway, listen. Any questions before we get out of here? Honestly, here, I think we're kind of right there, right? You guys think I nailed it with that whole Ukraine deal with the devil? I would say so. We know exactly how it's going to play out. We are being lied to, deceived, distracted at every level you can think about, and then levels that we can't even freaking dream about, people. This is not going to stop. I've been telling people this for so long. It's crazy. Yeah, anyway. All right, guys. Yikes. It's incredible, right, Scott? It's incredible. Jane, thank you. I appreciate that. JEPQ, absolutely. I still have my position there. I have not added to it. If I do, I will let you guys know what's going on. I don't think the selling is over here, unless of course the Fed jumps in here. You see what's going on with the 10-year yield. The Fed's buying all the debt. Obviously, debt is going to vastly expand. Understanding the mechanism here. This Ukraine deal with minerals here, the minerals aren't paying for the war that we're funding. The minerals are not going to pay to rebuild Ukraine. It's going to be the Fed who's going to willingly lend all the cash that is needed. We just promised it. President Trump just promised Ukraine that we will fund the war, that we will rebuild Ukraine for a share of the profit from the minerals. And of course, some of the minerals themselves, of course, but it's not going to be nearly enough, man. Not even close. But that's the lie that you're going to be said. This is what we're going to do, people. It's going to be freaking great for you. And with this poll I'm running, there's no way that 32% of you were aware that the United States, unless you were aware in your own head, because I was aware of it. Maybe that's what you mean. But we were never told that we were going to fund more war. We were told the war was going to end over there, weren't we? It was never meant to end. It was meant to go on and on. And how do we know that? Look at the videos that I did prior to the presidential selection. There was no election. I told you that wars would go on. I was laughed at. I was ridiculed. I was told, Greg, you don't know President Trump. He's the peace president. He's going to end all wars. Not only are these wars raging and will continue, we're in a new war in Yemen, costing you and me hundreds of billions of dollars, 7 weeks ongoing, 24/7. Thank you, the real Big Will. I appreciate that. Make any of this stuff up. Could you, prior to the presidential selection, could you have made this stuff up? Well, no, but you would have known about it because I told you exactly how this would play out before whoever they chose. I told you whoever they chose would be the biggest traitor to the United States in the history of U.S. presidents, whether it was the cackling one or the illustrious Trump. We got the illustrious Trump, the biggest traitor to the United States the world has ever seen on a scale that is absolutely magnificent. But that's a fact. That's the way it's working. And I'm sorry to say it. To those of you that were duped, don't blame yourself. You were conned by a con man who's having his strings pulled and told what to say. Teleprompter, teleprompter, teleprompter. What do I say? I'm nothing. I am puppet. Oh, yes, masters, Satan. Yes, this is what I'm going to say. I will deceive the people for you. This is my mission in life. That's it, man. It's a fact. All right, guys, listen. Love you. Yes, the miracle ear. Let me, guy, man, I'm just going to tell you, That the assassination attempt, that was fake. We all know it was fake. It was staged, 100%. Anyone that can't see that, I mean, come on, man, it's a joke. It was done to solidify his position. What did I tell you? Right that day, I said Trump is going to be selected. That was the day. That was the final thing. There was no way he would not be selected after the fake assassination attempt at his miracle scarless year 5.56 round. Come on, man. Come on, man. It's too much. Too much. Love you. I mean this with all I got, people. Listen, let's get this stuff out there. Please share the video, comment as you are. If I've earned your thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. And again, thank you for supporting my work. On the first of every month, I do ask for your support. And you guys did support my work. If you feel like, only if you can. There are links in the description of this video. I appreciate you so much. All right. I got your back. We got each other always. We never let each other down. That's it. I'll see you guys. Actually, I'll see you later. If you guys are interested in seeing, I'm going drag racing. I will be in the staging lanes in 1 hour from now. I will post on Instagram at least one race so you guys can check it out. There is a link in the description of this video to my Instagram so you guys can see it. And I hope you guys enjoy that stuff too, all right? If not, I'll see you in the morning. That's all right. Love you, freaking love you.